everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of the Pivot for Life podcast. I am so glad you're here with us today, and my guest today is a long-standing friend, actually, school friend, ice cream friend, tub friend.
Ice cream friend. Selling ice creams from the kiosk.
Selling ice creams from the kiosk when we were little. And today's podcast, we always talk about we can't choose what happens to us, but we can always choose how we respond, and how in life, when things come along, that sometimes we have to make different decisions or our life goes in a different direction. And that's what the Pivot for Life podcast is all about. So today I am joined by my really good friend Dylan, and Dylan's got the most amazing story. Got a lovely family, had a really successful career, grew up in the same town that I grew up in, and then last year Dylan definitely had a challenge come to your life, to his life, by way of Motor Neurone Disease last July, a diagnosis. So we're here today to talk to Dylan, hear his side of the story, what's going on for him, how the pivot has showed up for him. So without further ado, let's get into it, Dylan. Hello and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
To the Pivot for Life podcast. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
I always do as well. I'm nervous.
Absolutely nervous.
Oh.
It's great to see you and Stu, and definitely a pivot.
It's definitely been a
pivot for me.
And I think our mums have always stayed connected, haven't they, through our church or their church.
Yeah, I mean, I always remember going to church as a kid.
So do I.
And seeing you there, and probably as early as primary school.
It was, wasn't it?
You know, it's a long time ago now, but I think
yeah.
joining the same secondary school and growing up, working at the railway.
We did.
And, were great times, great memories. So we had some devastating news last July. Yeah.
So let me just start then. Before we get into that then, let's start with you. So how would you describe yourself to someone who's never met you? This is because you aren't your diagnosis, are you? You're
not
Dylan.
At all. I think I'm a health and safety manager for a big corporate company, and we've got contracts and projects all over the country. Big company, but it's not where I started. I actually trained in silversmithing and jewellery.
You did, yeah.
And I was quite good at it, if I don't mind saying so myself. And I studied at the time it was called the West Surrey College of Art and Design, and it then became the Surrey Institute. And I met a guy called Lee Graham, and his family business was traditional jewellers.
Yeah.
And Lee was a fantastic, talented silversmith, and he basically taught me the technical side of jewellery making, whereas I was more of a design side of the jewellery stuff. But so Lee spent years training me, worked in his shop for a while after we graduated, because obviously, trying to find a job in the field was quite difficult. It's a specialist field. Yeah. Anyway, so I kind of left that, and but I started, because you get to a point where you think, I need a job, I've got to get a job. So
sadly we all do.
But I never regretted doing the degree in itself, because it was just fantastic period of time. But I started out in the utilities industry. I worked for Thames Water. Then I was in London for approximately 14 years. Great time. And just literally woke up one day and said, I've had enough. Yeah. I don't want to be here. Yeah. And literally decided to move back to Bridgnorth. Yeah. And luckily my company at the time had contracts locally on Severn Trent Water. So I moved back to Bridgnorth, worked on Severn Trent for years, and then got the opportunity with another change in company. So Morrison Utilities came in, took over the contract. I got into health and safety, and it just grew from there, really. Yeah. And I think I think where you kind of get to a point where you start thinking my career's flatlining here, and it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So and that came probably about 8 years ago. I think it was about 2018, and I'm leaving. I've got to find something else to do.
Yeah, need a new challenge.
Yeah.
Almost like a mini pivot in itself then for you at that point.
Yeah, it was, and I got contacted through LinkedIn by the recruitment team from Kia.
Yeah.
And that was it. Got the job.
Yeah, and
moved on, and the rest is history. And Kia were just to start off with, it was quite a daunting role because they're very good at giving you the opportunity to grow, and they're very good company, and didn't want to leave. That was it. I was Kia-ised.
You were Kia-ised. I know it's
completely, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know at the time either that you were doing some consultation work for them.
I was, yeah.
And I didn't even know. And things just happened, and you get to know people, you get to know different managers. And they're very good at promoting within, progressing you, training you.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah, they are a great company. They are. And so that's sort of the career side of you, you know, but for you as well, you've got, got a lovely family, haven't you? You've got a dog, crazy dog that likes painting, as we were saying this morning.
Crazy dog. Very lucky to have the family we've got. I think just before, I just turned 30. And just before I moved home, my elder sister phoned me up the one day and said, "Dil, you've got to stop this social life you're doing. You've got to grow up.
You've got to grow up.
You've got to grow up, and you need to find yourself a girlfriend, and you need to think about getting married and growing up and behaving like you should be.
Being an adult.
And
it's overrated.
It wasn't a serious conversation. It was just, and then all of a sudden. And it's bizarre how it happened, but I got a text message off this girl, and it said, "I hear you're a great date to go out."
Oh, hello.
And met. That's
Louise.
Went on a blind date.
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yeah, 2 beautiful daughters, and
got 2 beautiful daughters. Got a stepdaughter, Megan, which was Lou's daughter from previous partner, and then our 2 came along. 2008, 2010.
Yeah.
And they are absolutely our world, all of them.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
So,
gorgeous
brilliant. So, yeah.
Yeah. So what was life like for you before everything changed? Was it busy? Was it flat out?
Manic, flat out.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It was not stressful in any way.
Because you loved it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I think my first major project contract with Kia, that was quite stressful. Because I was unfamiliar with how the Kia processes. They call it the Kia way.
Yeah, it is the Kia way.
The Kia way. It's the Kia way or the highway.
Yeah, but literally.
But no, very, very quickly got into it, and them giving you the freedom. We got a contract in Birmingham for the Birmingham City Council.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was quite contentious because there was a big court case going on, and they asked us to go in for 15 months.
Yeah.
And
life was busy.
So it was. I was running one contract. They said, "Can you come over, join the team? We've got a few managers over here, and we need a health and safety perspective to put on the project. It's a 15-month project. We can't envisage ourselves being here any longer."
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, okay, we'll go over." And I remember walking away from that. It was like I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
But you're in it.
Something else, that contract on it.
God.
It was the size. I mean, at the time there were 1,300 people working there.
Yeah.
It's heavily unionised. Project contract.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's just crazy numbers, crazy project, crazy figures.
And you were crazy enough to take it on.
And then literally, stupidly, they wanted someone, and I went, put my hand up, I'll go. But at the time I didn't see it, but I've always put myself in a position, I'll get too familiar with something, I find it too easy.
Yeah.
And I think this isn't challenging.
You need the stretch.
So I need that stress.
Yeah.
And it was a baptism of fire.
Yeah, yeah.
It was, but what a great contract, great team, great management team. And then
people really do make it, don't they? Wherever you work, no matter what you do, where you go, people either make it or they don't.
Yeah, there was a great, I said this plenty of times, there was a great senior management team on that contract. There was some young guys, there's some young ladies on a development program, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And we had a great general manager, and everything just clicked.
Yeah.
And right at the start of COVID.
Oh, joy.
So you can imagine trying to mobilise a contract. You've got 1,300 people, staff, operational people. You've got fleet, you've got plant, tools, equipment, everything in the middle, right at the start of COVID kicking off.
Oh, God.
So we
Crazy.
were, and it was like the Birmingham Yard. There was no way in this world you could ever social distance. It was just a ridiculous thing to try and do, but we got by, and that was a challenge in itself. So the first 2 years, I think we were nearly 3 years, where 80% of the workforce were at home.
Yeah.
And I think 20% are still there now.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the Kia took on this hybrid working. They really took it on, and it became
the norm, really.
The norm.
Yeah. Which is so good, isn't it, for so many companies in terms of allowing people that flexibility to work from home. But coming back to you and bringing it back to you, because I know, like, your career, everything's been great. But, so can you take me back to when you first found out about your diagnosis, or what was going on for you before your diagnosis, so that, who's listening to this can understand that journey?
I think we at the end of my time in Birmingham, people had got to a point where they developed and people were looking to move on. And you kind of, when you works in a good team like that, you don't want it to end really, but people want to move on. Yeah. And one of the managers there, Alan, his name, he said, "Can I have a chat?" Well, yeah. He said, I've been offered a general manager's role. Brilliant. Got a new contract down in Somerset. You're coming down with me. I went, am I? And he said, yeah, you are. He said, you're coming down to help. So I said, yeah, okay. So me and Lou discussed it, and she's like, yeah, okay, the girls are old enough and work away in the week. And he said, look, it's your choice. You work it around your home life, which is brilliant. So we started off, and we went down in March 2024. Yeah. And we got settled in, and I started noticing it was really weird that, I don't know if you can see, but the way my hands are, I can stretch them out, but my hands were cramping, my fingers were cramping. Yeah. And I was like, what's going on? Yeah. It didn't feel right, but it didn't feel bad enough to worry about. You didn't think it's all that jewellery making from like 10 years ago? Well, you just think years and years of the bench work, and then computer, using a laptop and computer. You start thinking, it could be carpal tunnel. Yeah. And one of the biggest things in the health and safety role was you get this bolt on well-being and occupational health. And, you get these occupational diseases. Carpal tunnel is one of them, and hand-arm vibration syndrome. And the symptom, it was classic symptoms of carpal tunnel. Yeah. So I'm sat there thinking, do you know what? I don't need to worry really. It's just, I'll get it seen to whenever. And so did you not prioritise it at that point? Not at all. You just thought, it's fine. It's one of those things. I ain't got time. I'm too busy. Yeah. We're mobilising. So many people do that, don't they? Absolutely. And I know I was guilty of it as well. Absolutely. And we all do it. It was, we get Bupa. Use Bupa. Yeah. I don't need to. Yeah. It's all right. It's just a bit of a cramp. And then a couple of weeks in, I started noticing getting cramp in bed. Yeah. And to the point, in your hands, still in the same place. In my hands, in my calf muscles. So it's spreading a bit. And it's starting to happen now on my legs, in my calf muscles. I'm thinking, I've never had cramp. No. Thought nothing of it. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Carry on. I'll go for a walk tomorrow. Yeah. I'll have a bath. Don't worry. Stretch out. It'll be fine.
Madness.
And then it just continued. And then all of a sudden, I think probably 6 months in, started getting a little bit of pain in my right knee. And I'm thinking, don't worry about it. It's nothing.
Yeah, I'm tall. I've done a lot of walking.
Yeah,
I've
loads
got
of
a job.
sport.
So again, like most humans do, we rationalise it, don't we? We think we're superhuman. It's going to be nothing.
I resolved it myself.
Yeah.
And so anyway, it continued, and I think the real time it made an impact was because the cramping was very intermittent. Probably most of the time it wasn't happening. It was very like once or twice a week, and it was just something niggling me in the back of my head about it.
Yeah.
Then
as in, does that niggle something isn't actually right? It something isn't right?
Something's wrong with my body, and I was struggling, but it wasn't really worrying me to actually get stressed or think I need to sort this. And then we were in the pub after work the one night because we were staying in this hotel, great place. And we sat there and my shoulder starts aching. I'm thinking, start doing this, and you're thinking,
this is getting old, lot. It's rubbish, isn't it? My wrists, my arms, my legs.
Trapped nerves in my neck before, and you start thinking, yeah, this is just aggravating the nerves in my neck. And then it goes, and it went on and on. Didn't notice it. All of a sudden, that following Christmas.
So where are we up to now?
So we're in
2024.
Yeah, we're coming into 2025.
Yeah.
And I was sat on the sofa here. I come back the night before. Lou was at work. It was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Lou normally gets back about 1:30.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there, and someone walks past. To my neck, and I go, shit, I think I'm having a heart attack. So I'm thinking, what's going on? So I'm getting like really sharp and dull pains down the middle of my chest, pins and needles in my arm. I sat there and
obviously going tick, 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 heart attack.
So your brain starts, and then it stops.
Like as fast as it started, it
literally 30 seconds. And you automatically think the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And it stopped. So Lou comes back. What's wrong? I went, I'm struggling to breathe. I'm like, I can't get my breath. Well, what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
So just I'm going, I don't know really.
I can imagine Louise doing that.
Short story long. We went down. Spent the weekend in hospital. They tested me for everything. Brilliant. The doctor, the consultants were absolutely amazing. No, nothing wrong. It's a bit weird.
And then when was this, like in the February, March?
Yeah, this was the February, and anyway, we went on. And then, obviously, we've got our dog. We walk the dog. We used to walk the dog, Lola, there's a 4 mile route we do straight down through town, Low Town, up the bypass back.
Yeah.
It's 4 miles, a great walk. We set off, we got them to Low Town. I went, Lou, I can't make it.
Yeah.
She said, what do you mean? I said, my legs aren't working. I said, I can't. I said, I feel like I'm cramping up and I feel stiff.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not going to get up the bypass.
Was it like a sense of being out of control of what you could do?
Yeah,
then at that point?
It was literally, I was trying to walk, couldn't walk properly.
So is it that you were thinking you wanted to walk but you just couldn't?
I could walk, but it was just there was no, well, I mean, it was just really sore, and I was like, it's really hard to explain.
Yeah.
Anyway, carried on, got back home, thought nothing of it. And then, I don't know what I did. Came in the house, got out the car, and that's when I had my first fall. So I fell, I got out, just went.
Yeah.
Never had any stability issues in my life ever.
No. Well, apart from maybe when you've had a few beers.
Yes.
And time's gone by.
Yeah, we can forget those. And I fell, I fell on the path, on the old path here.
Yeah.
I'm sat there thinking, what's going on?
Yeah.
Anyway, then I notice the cramping starts to get worse in my hands again, and then I notice you get this muscle wastage here.
Yeah, and there's that bit,
So
that fleshy bit.
Yeah, in between your thumb and your finger. So I was thinking, this doesn't look right. So I thought, no, I've got to go and see someone about this now.
Yeah.
So I went down the doctor's, got in quite quickly, which was a surprise.
Yeah.
And anyway, they went through all the symptoms. They said, it pretty much sounds like you've got carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
So they've done all the tests.
And you're thinking, great at this point.
Right, so I'm thinking,
yeah.
Do you know what? In 6 weeks they'll
back to work, fine.
do an operation. 6 weeks off work, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
However, I have got pains in my legs. Oh, well, that could actually, if you, because you've got your median nerve, your ulnar nerve, it can actually affect.
So it sort of tracks.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So you're thinking, oh, okay. So again, we typical NHS. We wear splints for 3 months.
Yeah.
And it might correct itself. So okay, I'll go and buy some splints
Yeah.
and did all that. Got worse. So now I'm thinking, right. I went in and said, right, refer me to Bupa.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did that.
And what time of year is this now? Sort of summer.
It's kind of like it all happened quite quickly at the start of 25. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up there.
That's okay.
It's the previous year.
24.
Yeah, it's 24.
Yeah.
So, hang on.
So we're 26, 25.
We're 26, yeah, sorry, no, it's 25.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had all that. Went to see the neurologist. We got over to, there's a place in Starbridge. So you phone Bupa up and they say...
refer you to clinics.
Yeah, any clinic you want to go.
Yeah.
Walked in, saw the neurologist, picked my hand up and went, I think I need to send you to see someone, not a neurologist.
So straight away
he looked at me and went...
But didn't say anything, just said,
no,
you
he
just
said,
need to go see someone.
See a neurologist. He said, I don't think you've got carpal tunnel. He said, I'll send you for the tests.
Do you think he knew what you probably had at that point?
He was concerned, I could tell.
Yeah.
He said, I don't think you've got carpal tunnel. And he very quickly said, I'm going to send you to see someone at the Priory. I said, okay. So they did all the tests, went to see this Dr. Etty, his name was, in the Priory.
Yeah.
Brilliant bloke, absolutely fantastic. And he referred me for what you call a nerve conduction test.
Yeah.
And they normally pick up carpal tunnel with that. Or if it's anything more significant, they can find out. So they were inconclusive. And it was really weird because you get the report, and me and Lou have spoken about this plenty of times. They don't actually refer to motor neurone disease as that. It's anterior horn cell disease.
Who knew? I've never heard of that.
So you're seeing this going through...
Anterior horns disease.
Anterior horn cell disease.
Horn cell disease.
So it's kind of weird. And because we're not medical people...
Yeah, clearly.
You get these reports very quickly when you go private. So you end up Googling everything, don't you? And you try and self-diagnose.
Well, understand. You're trying to
understand, because no one talks to you. No. You just go, right, there's the test results.
Yeah, off you go.
It's very uninformative, but very quick. And then I went back to see Dr. Etty, and he sat me down. He said, look, he goes, I've looked at you. He says, I've seen the twitching. Because that's the other thing I forgot to mention. You get these, they call them fasciculations, muscle twitching.
Yeah, like spasticity, like Stu gets.
Yeah,
kind of
and you see them, you can watch.
Yeah.
And if you sit there, it's like quite a lot. And there's all these other tests he did. And he said, he was very open and great. He said, I think you've either got progressive muscular dystrophy or atrophy, or he said, or motor neurone disease. But he said, I can't diagnose it straight from what we've done, so I need to send you on more tests.
Yeah.
And very quickly he did. And you kind of don't register that conversation at all.
Because you're still sitting there thinking, I thought it was going to be
carpal tunnel.
Oh God, I'm not. It's not funny. I don't know why we're both laughing, really. But.
Well, it's quite funny because you can get all serious and worried about it.
Yeah.
And then this happened over, I think, in a 4-month period. I went for blood test after blood test, nerve test after nerve. I had 2 massive nerve tests done. The one in the QE was quite a thorough one. Even his report came back with this anterior horn cell, and we're going,
what is this thing?
What is it? And it doesn't quite relate to motor neurons, but anyway, we had all that done. We went back and we sat down, and he said, because you're going for so long having all these tests, you're not getting a diagnosis, and you're getting worse.
Yeah.
So by that time, I was hobbling quite a bit, and you're thinking you don't lose the use of your legs that quick.
Yeah.
And it was getting frustrating, and literally I went to see this Dr. Etty, and he just sat down and said, "Do you want a nurse?" I went, I know what this is.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Was Lou with you as well?
No.
No, you're on your own.
I was on my own because Lou was at work.
Yeah, and you just thought you were going in for another appointment.
Yeah, we just thought we'd had the MRI results back, and you look at the MRIs and negative for this, negative for this.
Yeah.
They've tested for everything,
and
it says, you've got denervation in your cervical spine and your lumbar spine, and you've got bulging discs.
Which at our age, I know we're not that old, but I mean,
it's
probably wear and tear they'd put it down to. Or...
Well, no, they said it's quite progressive. So,
okay.
So you're looking at it, but they don't tell you anything.
No.
So you look at the terminology and everything. It goes, with these bulging discs and with this nerve compression, you lose feeling in your hands. You can't grip.
So
all the symptoms.
Another explanation potentially.
So you're looking at it and you're going, oh shit, and then you go, this could be what's wrong with me that's causing the problem.
Yeah.
And the thing with the legs, because it's your compression of the sciatic nerve, you're going, well, that's it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. You don't connect the dots. So he says, I need to have a review meeting. Oh, yeah, he just wants you to come in.
So that's what you'd gone in for.
So I went in. I said, don't worry, Lou, I'll be half an hour, come out and see you when you get back from work. Got in there within 5 minutes. You've got motor neurone disease. I went, you what? But at that point, I was, thank God I know.
Yeah. You just wanted to know what was going on. I was
sick to death of trying to second guess everything. But it was all very quick. It happened, Joe. It happened so quickly. From the April to the July, it was all diagnosed.
Yeah, and that's quick for motor neurone because a lot of people. We had a family member sadly, passed, and a friend, and it's 18 months on average, isn't it?
18 months to 2 years it takes the NHS to diagnose.
Yeah.
So it's if you have access to any kind of private medical care,
don't mess. Just
go and do it.
So
just
that would be an absolute piece of advice for anyone listening to this podcast. If something isn't right, don't think you can self-diagnose and think it's carpal tunnel or something else. Get yourself to the hospital, and if you feel that something isn't right, your body's telling you, right?
Absolutely. I shudder to think.
Logicalise it, don't we?
Yeah, I've tried to go down the self-diagnosis route, and it's just ridiculous. We're not medically trained.
No.
We're not there to interpret MRI scans, results, anything.
No.
If you're in a privileged position where you get private medical cover, go and do it.
Yeah, or even borrow the money. I'd say
these
days. It's worth it just to expedite, even just to get. If you can, to get the diagnosis, because then at least you can probably go back into the NHS for treatment.
I think it was. I'm quite glad when you don't want to be told this sort of thing.
No,
I don't. It's horrific, really. But I was quite glad because I'm quite an active person. I was quite an active person, not anymore, because...
Bit lazy.
Well,
now.
I can't know. I'm very good at steering this, but it's you're just glad that you know.
Yeah.
So you can then just move on and deal with everything else
That's
around
coming.
it.
Yeah.
So
and so how did it land for you initially? So you've got your diagnosis. I know neurosurgeons or neurologists can be quite blunt. They don't mince the words.
No,
they just
don't.
to the point. It's this. Get
That's
on.
what
Almost. Here you go. Get on with it. You're on your own. So what how did it land for you initially in that moment?
I kind of went. I literally, and excuse the language.
No.
I sat in front of Dr. Etty and went, "Oh shit, really? Oh, I thought it was something else."
Yeah.
He kind of smirked and went, "What did you think it was?" I said, "I don't know really."
Yeah.
But I was like looking at all the results,
Yeah.
and he said, "Yeah." He said, "Do you want me to get the nurse?" I went, "No, I'm going home now." Literally, that's
so almost like. Do you think it had not really sunk in at that point? Do you think it was just like...
it sunk in.
It did sink in.
No, instantly.
It did, yeah.
Yeah. It really, okay, I've been told that. Yeah, that's great. I know what I've got now. Okay. I know what the problem is.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going home.
So you got to drive home.
Yeah. Jumped in the car and he said, "Are you sure?" I went, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That does me.
Yeah.
It got outside, phoned Lou, and I said, "Do you want the bad news or the bad news?" And I was laughing. And she said, "Why? What's the matter?" I went, "It's motor neurone disease."
Yeah.
And she went a bit quiet.
No, I'm not surprised. It's a lot.
And for Lou to do it over the phone
yeah.
was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, in hindsight.
Because I should never have done it. But I wanted her to know straight away what the diagnosis was.
Yeah.
And it was just a weird drive home.
Yeah.
It was... I got in the car, drove out, and you kind of like, I shouldn't have done it because your mind's all over the place, really. And I pulled over, and I just went, "I'll get a coffee. And we just got a coffee, and that was it. Drove home. And Lou came home from work, and we were sat there, and we just decided we need to tell people.
Yeah.
So it was like, so straight away that day, we'd had an hour together.
Yeah.
And we decided to get everyone up.
Yeah.
And that was it, really. We had to tell people because it's quite difficult news.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a tough time. Emotionally, it was...
Yeah.
Crikey, it's... I think you being told you're terminally ill, we're all dying.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
You know,
we just haven't got a date, have we?
No, it's potluck how that happens.
Yeah.
But to be told, you've got 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe 6. You don't know because they can't tell you. They can't tell you. No consultant can tell you how it happened.
No.
How you've
developed
it. There's no explanation. It's just you've got motor neurone disease.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now I saw Dr. Srinivasan in the QE. What an absolutely fantastic bloke he is. Fantastic consultant. Such a lovely chap.
Yeah, maybe we could put some of these names and links in the show notes for people.
Yeah,
if they want to access it for information as well.
Yeah, if you can get an appointment with Dr. Srinivasan,
we'll get the links in.
He's a specialist neurologist in the QE and him and his team.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
But sadly you go and see them and they just say,
"That's it.
Sorry, there's nothing we can do for you."
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow.
But I think by the time that appointment came, because that was later in the July.
Yeah.
That was the last. So that was the definitive consultation to say, yes, you have got motor neurone disease. Even though probably I think in the month before, the end of June, I found out he was guessing. Just looking at me doing the tests.
Yeah.
He referred me for all the other tests. Dr. Etty did, but yeah. And then the important thing was to tell the girls straight away.
Yeah. So I mean, how, like, as a parent, just being told you've got a terminal illness, you've got 2 young daughters. Well, I have 3. You've got Megan as
Yeah.
well. So how do you go about that? What?
We just sat them down and said, we kind of explained what we knew about the illness straight away to them. And we just said, look, it's terminal.
Yeah.
Which means I'll be around for a few years. We don't know how long.
Yeah.
And we just explained very briefly, I'll say briefly, in as little detail as possible. Look, you're going to watch me deteriorate.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop walking. My arms are going to go.
Yeah.
My voice will probably go. And you'll see it happening.
Yeah.
And that's how we explained it.
Yeah.
And they were brilliant. They were so
they
grown up. It's upsetting for them, but I think with this, what's made them stronger is they've watched me. They've grown with the development of the diagnosis. So they say, "Oh, why can't you use your hands?"
Yeah.
And we sometimes still have to explain.
Yeah.
What motor neurons does, and they go, "Oh, right, okay, we get it."
Yeah.
And it's forgotten.
Yeah.
So it's back to normal.
So it's almost like they're not accepting, but accepting of what you're telling them and the information
Yeah.
you told them, and actually what they're seeing, but still trying to understand sometimes.
It is,
that journey
and
with you.
it is that, and I think as I get worse, they've seen. I was walking, then I was in a scooter.
You were.
From the scooter, I've come into my great wheelchair, which is fantastic. So they see that.
Yeah.
So they see the progression.
And the wheels, obviously.
The wheels.
The cars.
Yeah.
To the van. Yeah.
So on top of that, there's all that learning, that extra learning of, well, my mobility's gone. So what other equipment do I need?
Yeah.
And it's like, as you can see, we've got the hoists.
Yeah.
We've had to have the bottom, it's just been one battle after another, but just having a downstairs bedroom with a wet room, just for
so you can
access.
clean yourself, wash yourself, go to the toilet, do normal human things.
And you don't realise the extra pressures and the extra stuff that you need.
Yeah.
Just so like I said, Kia, who I work for, have been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
The support they've given us is unbelievable, and they swapped my company car, bless them, because when I had the scooter I could still get in and out the car. So they agreed to change it to an SUV, so I could kind of transfer straight in.
Yeah.
And they were brilliant.
Yeah.
And
they have been good. So coming back to you and your journey then, what's been the hardest part in ways that people might not expect, do you think?
The hardest part?
Yeah, the hardest part for you in ways that the listeners might not expect.
I think the hardest part for me has been seeing people that you've known a long time, who you consider to be friends, not like best friends, close friends, but people you've worked, you've been out socialised with them,
known them for years.
Yeah, and I'll say this, Joe, you'll know some of them. I'll tell you now, you'll be surprised.
Oh, we all know these people in our lives, I think.
But they look at you, cross the road to walk round you.
Yeah.
And you think, do you know that's hurting? That's hurtful.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. People who don't want to, and all I want is people to be normal.
Treat you like
well, mate, how
different.
you doing?
Yeah. How you do, or take we joke. Very unpolitically correctly joke because
we go to dark.
We go to very dark places because obviously you're in a wheelchair, my husband's in a wheelchair. You two share that affinity for very different reasons.
You take
the mickey out of each other beyond.
For the want of a better phrase, we take the piss out of each other.
You do. We all
and
do.
Ourselves, and it's to me it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It's just normal.
That's who you were. That's who we are.
Nothing's changed.
No,
I'm not ill.
No,
I don't feel ill.
No.
I don't. It's weird. I probably don't look ill, apart from being in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Loads of people don't understand it.
No.
People cross the road rather than say hello, and you just think,
What?
Really?
Yeah. So for the listeners there then, if they've got a friend or somebody that's going through something similar to you and they feel awkward, they don't know what to say, and they're almost maybe in that guilty place or feeling guilty that they do cross the road to put their head down or pretend they haven't seen them, what advice would you give them for their friends or that person?
Just go and say hello. Just be normal. Treat them as you would do it normally.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's actually really upsetting.
Yeah.
When you've known people really well, and they cross the road to avoid you.
Yeah.
Avoidance is just wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not one of those that I don't plead attention at all.
No, you don't.
But it does upset me that people would rather walk around me than say, "How you doing?"
Yeah. Do you kind of get it in a way that maybe people do it?
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
It is awkward.
But it's not welcome.
It's not normal.
No. It isn't, is it? You wouldn't necessarily.
You know, if you absolutely, I wouldn't say hate, because hate's a hard word, really.
Yeah.
But if you've fallen out and you've used to be friends and that, and you haven't spoken, who cares? You are who you are, and I don't dwell on things like that.
No, life's too short, isn't it? Really, as we both know.
If you've been out and had a few drinks with people, know them well, and they were talking to you before, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
We had it up the shop up the road, and this one guy, I was sat outside with the dog waiting for Lou, and he's walked up, stared me straight in the face, and just blanked me. Walked in and went,
almost like you're not there.
Yeah, and he just said, "All right, Lou, how you doing?"
Wow.
And I just and when Lou came out, I said, "Did so and so just?" Yeah. He's just like, "All right, Lou, how you doing? Everything all right? Yeah." And he going, "Why didn't you just say hello to me then?"
You're not sitting there going, "Hello." I'm surprised you haven't in a way with a yeah. Ooh, come on, I'm here. Name's Dylan. Have you forgotten? So
not worried really, but you know, I don't lose sleep over it. But bloody hell, just say hello.
Yeah.
It's just rude.
It is, isn't it? So one of the things that is around clarity and courage, and how life presents us with things that can bring things into sharp focus in terms of what's important. So what has this experience taught you about life, Dylan, do you think?
I think everyone talks about, if I get it doesn't have to be a terminal diagnosis, it could be anything. I don't want to use that expression for, I'm only behaving like this because of this diagnosis.
It's not you, is it? It doesn't define you.
But I think everyone should really look and consider. Everyone goes, "Oh, this book," there are people who say, "Oh, have you got a bucket list? Have you got this? Have you got that?" No. Everyone, and I think a lot of people think when you get this sort of diagnosis, you've got to go and do all this stuff. What for? What's doing that going to change anything?
Yeah.
And if there's any advice I can give, it's don't worry about having to go on these wonderful holidays because it might be your last, and this, that, and you go and do this, go and do that because your diagnosis, and
you might not be here tomorrow, but we all might not be, right?
Yeah, if I wasn't with MND, why wouldn't you be doing it then?
Yeah, exactly.
So all my advice is, and this is one thing that we've learnt, is spend time.
Yeah, it is. You're right. You're so right there. Oh, Dylan. You are so right. Spend time with those that you love. Yeah. I know. And you are, aren't you? So that is your advice for people, is to really spend that time to see people that you love and have that time with them and those special moments.
Yeah, just make time. It's tough.
Yeah.
But just going down to Costa and have a coffee with the girls. Yeah.
It's like your best day. Going for a walk with the dog, with the paint on it.
I mean, we still do the 4 mile walk now. I go in my chair.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping it. That time with Lou is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah.
It's great, and just enjoy those little things.
Yeah. absolutely.
It's kind of like, don't worry about the big holidays. You don't need to.
Or the flash car.
Although we have just booked a cruise.
You're cruising more than Julia Chandler. I don't know if listeners know who she was, but flip it out. No, I have to say though, the last cruise you went on was amazing for you all, wasn't it?
It's brilliant. But again, the only reason we did a cruise is because it's the accessibility.
Yeah.
Now, we wanted to go away, but I can't. We went to Turkey. There's me saying you don't need the big holidays. We've travelled a lot.
You have, but you're enjoying that. But it's family time, isn't it?
But I think, like, if we go back to what we were talking about before, you get so caught up in daily life, the expense of living, this, that, and the other. And since the diagnosis, we kind of like relax those thoughts because you actually just don't worry about it.
It's not important.
It's not important. And I know it's easy to say when you're in the moment, but we just actually relaxed a bit and went, do you know what? That holiday's going to cost us $2,500.
Yeah, for the family.
So that for the whole family to go to Turkey for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What a great deal.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Now, before the diagnosis, we wouldn't do that because we were worried about, can we afford it?
Yeah.
Now, my advice is don't worry about being able to afford anything. Just forget it.
Yeah, so almost that's what courage looks like for you now.
Yeah,
just do what you want to do. Don't put stuff off.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in the materialistic and the money and all of that.
Yes,
it's not important.
We've just booked a cruise. It wasn't cheap, but we're going as a family.
Yeah,
and it's an accessible.
Yeah,
it is an accessible holiday.
Yeah.
Now we have to think about how my condition changes.
Yeah.
So the holiday's got to be it's very selfish of me, really.
Well,
I say it is selfish of me.
Okay.
I have to look at holidays from my perspective, my needs rather than everyone else's.
Do you not see that though, as if your needs are met, then everyone else in the family can have a good holiday because they're not
worrying
because
so much? I worry because what people don't see is the pressures that my family have. Yeah. So I'm okay, I know, because I sit here, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So Lou is amazing.
Yeah, she is.
She has to do everything.
Yeah.
The girls get me ready in the morning, put me to bed. So it's having that. You've got to have a balance.
Yeah.
And that's the tough thing. It's really difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is hard.
Yeah.
So you have to consider everyone else as well. Yeah. So can we do this? Can we do this?
Yeah. So it's a team effort, real concerted team effort for all of you.
So I have to. It's easy to say, let's go on this cruise, but then are you okay with it?
Yeah.
So it's not me. It's like, sod the money. We'll cover that. Are you okay with doing it?
Yeah.
And they are. So we said, this might be the last time, but if it is, it is.
And if it isn't,
we don't know.
You get to go on another one and book another one.
Well,
and be away.
We're getting very well travelled now.
Well, do you know, that's good. So you have faced this, and we've seen some of that, and I know this, but for our listeners, you face this with such humour, Dylan. You really have. Where does that come from for you?
I don't know, really. I think it's you either. I don't want to say this, but I'm going to have to. When you get diagnosed with something like this, you can go to a dark place. Yeah. And don't do it. Yeah. It's not nice news.
No.
You cannot allow yourself to go to that dark place, and there's a reason. If you go there, you're going to struggle, and you get into that mind frame, that mindset. You're going to get stuck there, and that's no good for you. I looked at it and went, do you know what? Yeah, it's shit, but there's no point going and getting depressed. You'll see in this you get emotional.
Yeah, it's
about different things, but you've got to look at the good things. I can still do stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop me from doing anything. Now I do get a bit funny at times because I think, I wish I could do that.
I'm not being funny though. Before this, you did still get funny a few times. I mean, you know what I mean? That's always been part of your personality. So the MND, maybe not. Maybe that was there already. But the frustration, yeah.
Yeah, it's more frustration.
Yeah.
You just, I don't know where it comes from, but I from the outset, I wanted to be positive about it, because what's the point?
Yeah. So we have a choice, don't we?
You do have a choice.
You have a choice. You could, like you say, you could have gone to that dark place, but you chose. Do you know what? This is a shit hand that's been dealt me. I now have a choice of I can go to that dark place, and actually that would probably result in a faster ending. Who knows? Or I can choose to show up for me. And he's almost. Do you think that's like a, linking it with what we're talking about? Do you think that's like a pivot in your life where you had a pivot moment where you could have gone left or you could have gone right?
Absolutely. And I think that there's a lot to do with your type of personality you are as a person.
Yeah.
I've always been quite actually upbeat. Probably sometimes you get frustrated with life. I think everyone does.
Right? Yeah. Absolutely.
You know as well as I do, Joe. You've been through tough times, and I've spoke to Lou and gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
totally get it.
It's how do I get through this?
Yeah.
And that's all it is for me, really. It's what have I got to do? How do I show up?
Yeah.
And do you know what? Go out, smile.
Yeah.
Wave, speak to people. If they don't want to talk, that's their problem, not mine.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got the problem, not me. I've got an illness, and that's it. That's all I look at it.
Yeah.
And it can be anything. So, and obviously fatigue can affect.
Yeah.
Fatigue's a massive thing with MND. It's you can have days where you go out, you socialise, and it'll take. Honestly, the knock-on effects with fatigue is. They were telling me this early on in the diagnosis. They said you're going to need to learn to manage your fatigue. Yeah. Yeah, right, whatever. I feel great.
You don't know me. I'm going to be fine.
You go down the pub and have a pint, and that's fine. And then you find out, and it's when you're fatigued that's when you're low.
Yeah.
I can tell, like Lou. She gets. She'll see me low.
Yeah.
And that I can, and that's the thing. If you're low, it brings other people down.
Yeah.
Not in a negative way, but they're trying to support me.
Yeah.
Like especially Lou.
Yeah.
So I can do something, I can say something, see something on the telly, hear a song, listen, see something on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a trigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can hear.
So it almost can send you into a more negative spiral.
Oh, absolutely. And it can have a really detrimental. We've been there a couple of times. And all I hear now is, turn that music off from the kitchen. Stop watching YouTube.
Are you like, stop listening to the Smiths? What are you listening to the Smiths for?
Well, they're kind of like, I see them as an alternative medicine. Really.
Yeah, well, actually, that was our youth, wasn't it?
I was listening to the Smiths the other day. And
I used to love them.
Girlfriend in a coma, and now turn it
My mum always used to say when we were young, when we were little, she's come in my bedroom, will you turn this music off? It's so depressing. So not surprised Louise shouts that from the kitchen.
It's...
We won't put a link to the Smiths in the show notes. I don't think people need to listen to that.
Great.
If you're feeling a bit low, don't go there.
No, it's just fatigue. Yeah. That's all, and it gets you down.
Yeah.
But very quickly, Lou's very good.
Yeah.
So the easiest remedy for that is going out.
Yeah.
Fresh air.
Yeah.
You can spend. Oh, I shouldn't say this either. I used to get quite frustrated at work.
Yeah.
Where you used to get people who were very negative.
Mood hoovers, I call them. When you come in the room and go.
I'm going to say something now, and Lou will kill me. Oxygen thieves.
Oxygen thieves. Well, you need as much oxygen as you can at the minute. To be fair, can't you?
It's.
They are though. I know what you mean. Yeah.
You just listen to them and you're going, really?
Yeah.
So don't go there.
Yeah.
It is difficult, but What I will say, anyone who does, if I wouldn't wish this on anyone.
No.
But if you do get diagnosed, or it could be anything really, there are some fantastic people about.
Yeah.
And we slowly, as we progress into the illness, we're finding out so much support.
Yeah.
And great friends that appear in your life and that you haven't seen for ages.
Yeah.
That's good medicine.
Yeah.
So
Good for the soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing that you're cared for and people are there for you if you need it or you don't need it, or you can just be yourself around people, that kind of thing. Or
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's that you have so many battles. It's getting it's just understanding getting a vehicle to get around in.
Yeah.
That was a challenge.
I know it was. It was mad, wasn't it?
And you're going,
the thing
why
is,
is this such hard?
You're so tall as well, so you can't just get a van.
No.
You've got to get a high top.
Yeah, it's,
otherwise you'd have to go in folded up.
There's different grades, and who knew?
Yeah, I know.
And you've got to get measured, and you've got to have the right headroom and
the right anchors in the van for the weight and all of that, so you don't roll around the back when Lou's driving. Not that she's a rally driver or anything.
No.
I mean, safe,
she's had to change. So I've had bless her. She just got used to driving. We had a Merc, and she loved that.
Oh.
Had to get rid of that. Then she got the Cougar.
Yeah.
Fell in love with the Cougar. Got that. And
now
bless
she's got
her,
a transit.
She's got a transit van.
Stu's got envy. That's all I'm saying. My husband really wants a transit van.
It's great. I mean, it's great for me. I'm a terrible backseat driver. But Lou, bless her, she's adapted to that very well.
Yeah.
She's brilliant.
She is.
She's brilliant in all areas.
Yeah.
Can't speak enough of her, really.
Yeah.
She's fantastic. The girls are fantastic. Everyone's fantastic.
Yeah. It's that support network, those people that showed up for you then. And are still here.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing what people do for you. I mean, people's generosities are unbelievable.
Yeah.
I cannot. In my head, I can't work out why. Because you think, what have I done to deserve this?
Oh.
It's really humbling. Now, we got rid of the Cougar, and Tash, my eldest sister, phoned up, and she kind of told, it was a bit of a telling off really, because me being me, thinking, I'll get through this, financially, certain things are in place, support wise, and I won't mention names of that because it's not right, but what they've done, I've said before, who I'm on about. Yeah. Because we thought we were going to lose a house and everything, but
I know.
Thanks to them, their generosity has been unbelievable. But you don't think about the cost of things at all, and because you don't think about it, you don't think you're going to ever need stuff. So get in the van. What we're getting? Well, you got to get one of the biggest vans. So what's that going to cost? Yeah. And you don't think about that cost. So, there's 25 grand we've got to find for a van, so I can go out. And
funnily enough, you ain't got that in the bank. Funny that.
No, I mean it's
most people haven't, right?
Well, we got savings, but nothing near that. No, it's
no, it's a lot of money.
And my sister phoned me up and said, "Look, you can't get through this."
Yeah.
So she said, "I'm going to set up a GoFundMe for you." She said, "Do not say a word. I'll manage it, this, that and the other." And she said, "People will want to help you."
Yeah.
So she said, "I know you don't want to do it. I'll never understand why you don't want to do it." And I said, "Well, I don't want to do it because to me it's like begging." And I didn't want... Yeah. It's weird. I've never had to ask for any help.
Never claimed off the state. You've
never claimed
wage,
anything.
You've always paid into the system. Yeah.
So she said, she said, "Don't worry about that. Look, if we can get £1,000 towards it, it's a great help." I went, "I'll tell you what, you deal with it." Yeah. 4 weeks later, there's £16,000 in there, and you're just like, what?
Yeah.
It's just frightening at people's generosity, and honestly, it's
frightening or overwhelming.
It's not frightening.
But
it's massively overwhelming, humbling and overwhelming, and you just don't ever think that would happen.
Yeah.
And then there's special lady down the road. I'm going to say her name. Debbie Benton.
Yeah.
She phoned Tash straight away, and said, I'm going to do a fundraiser for Dill. That's great, unbelievable. So that's coming up soon.
Yeah.
Again.
Your local pub, we had that bash a couple of weeks
Chris,
ago.
a couple of weeks ago, had the charity night for raising money, which was, again, and it's just very, very humbling.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of support. And it's true what a few people said, look, if people didn't want to help, they wouldn't come.
They wouldn't.
And they wouldn't give you donate any money. Yeah. So it is very special.
So what we'll do, we'll put your GoFundMe page in the show notes as well. So if anybody does want to, donate or help you along, because what it's enabled you to do is not buy crazy things. It's just enabled you to have a normal life. Now you're more restricted.
Yeah.
And give you the things that you need to get around, like an adapted van or adaptions in the house.
It's just mental.
Yeah.
Because if without the van, you're stuck in the house.
Yeah.
Or you can go for walks.
Local.
Yeah. You can't do anything, and
or go to a hospital appointment. Or get away somewhere.
Because it's really bizarre, but whenever you get appointments, and you have a lot of appointments with MND, they're always in Birmingham or they're in Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
They never come to you like, no, they don't think they're coming to house.
Well, it would take you a long time to get to Birmingham in this thing. You'd have to set off the day before, wouldn't you, and take 3 batteries. Before.
I have to stop at a charging station on the way, but there's no fast chargers for these.
No, definitely not.
It's kind of like you have to have this stuff, but it's not. It's bizarre that you don't learn this stuff until you're in the situation.
No. Well, you don't need to.
No, you don't.
You don't need to consider that, do you? So coming to that point then, Dill, how would you like people to remember this conversation that we've had today?
I think just take the positivity out of it. It is difficult. It's a horrible illness. Yeah. People say disease. It's not a disease. It's an illness.
Yeah.
It's debilitating. It's horrid. And try and be positive, because in on the downside of things, there's always positives.
Yeah.
And if you've got a good family, supportive family, if you've got you don't have to have loads of friends. Just ones you go out for breakfast with.
And we had a generous lady there, didn't we? She,
that was unbelievable.
Yeah, listening to our very dark sense of humour. And obviously the truth of everything that's going on, and that she was so kind. So this lady, for our listeners, actually we went to pay the bill, and this lady had paid for breakfast, and we were so humbled, weren't we?
It was amazing generosity.
So humbled.
But I think of the place we were at, and we were in that conservatory, and we weren't quiet.
Well, no, we never quiet anyway.
And the topic of conversation, it wasn't very politically correct at all.
No.
And I think sometimes...
also talking about the reality of
the reality of the illness,
going to the toilet, not going to the toilet.
Yeah, but it's the same with you and Stu. It's like we very openly discuss our problems and stuff like that. So,
challenges.
And also you had that lovely puppy.
The new Pots Auntie, the new addition to the household. Yeah.
So that was just amazing.
Helped. Yeah.
But that lady, it was just absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think don't be frightened to ask for anything is the key, because as proud and different I am to people's generosity, I've never had to ask for stuff in my life.
No, I know you haven't.
But people will support you, and honestly, even in this time where the cost of living is so mental, and people's generosity is just unbelievable. Yeah. So
the kindness.
It's kindness.
Yeah. Goes a long way, doesn't it?
It's massive.
Goes a long way.
Yes,
and if someone's feeling stuck right now, or overwhelmed, or unsure about their life, what would you want to say to them listening to this podcast?
Find some. There's people to talk to. There are people to talk to, and it doesn't. Even if it's not relating to MND, anything. There are people out there. There are specialist people. I think. Just if you've got a good family around you, just being open and positive and talk, honestly.
Yeah. So don't bottle things up.
Do not bottle things up.
Don't hide.
No. If you want to cry, cry. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, we have some emotional times, I tell you.
Mm.
We could just sit there and cry, me and Luca.
Yeah.
And we'll put something, I'll take 2 and that off.
Yeah. Here we go again. Start with the Smiths.
You have to. I physically can't. I get to a point, and you'd have seen in this podcast, it's silly things like when you're asking about the kids.
Yeah.
It just gets me like.
Yeah.
I don't want to be centre of attention. But unfortunately, when you go into a room in an electric wheelchair, everyone turns around and goes, "What's wrong with him?" Almost, it's like that's how you feel.
Yeah, or everyone tries to shuffle out of the way, don't they?
Yeah, and it's really hard.
Or there's no drop curbs, as you well know now, which is so frustrating.
Oh, don't get me started.
That's one thing Kia needs to get onto, quite frankly.
Well,
and so do the local councils. But that's a totally different story, isn't it? That we could go off piste on. We could literally do a whole podcast.
We could do a 24-hour podcast
on inaccessibility for people in wheelchairs.
It does become your life.
Yeah, it is
and
your
it's
life.
A very frustrating one as well. And you realise how bad the facilities are right. Anyway, not digressing any further on the matter.
No,
but you get over it and you learn routes.
You do, don't you?
Nothing stops us.
Yeah.
Don't bottle things up. Don't be afraid to go out. Don't worry about going away. The challenge of going away. Yes, it's a challenge, but we've been to London numerous times now.
Yeah.
You find stuff out as you go, and it might take you an extra 10 minutes getting somewhere, but
or your battery might run out on a hill, and you have to get a taxi in London. But you get round it, right?
You get round it.
You find a way.
The taxi drivers are brilliant in London. They're most hospitable, and all cabs are accessible when you.
Well, they are. Yeah. And that's one thing that is accessible.
The Elizabeth line's very good.
Yeah.
Brand new accessible line. It's brilliant, but you can get caught up in this self-pity and I don't want to do anything. Don't go there.
Or hide away maybe sometimes.
Yeah, don't hide away.
Yeah.
The first time when we were discussing about having a scooter, I'm going, no. I said, I can't do it. I said, I'm too proud for a scooter.
I remember you having this conversation with Stu, because my husband's in a scooter, and you were just like, no. And you came to our house and when
we came out.
Yeah, and you were still walking, and then you went on his scooter and went, I'm getting one of these.
Yeah.
I just dropped that.
Yeah, it was horrible because it's something that's been taken away from you that you don't want to let go of. No. So Lou's there going, Dale, we're going to do it. Whether you're proud enough or not proud enough to doing it, she said, because you can't walk anywhere.
Yeah.
If you don't get used to this, we can't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Against my better judgment, I was like, oh, no. Did it. It's bloody great.
Best thing you did.
Honestly.
So if people are feeling that fear of...
Do not fear about having to use a scooter.
Or change your life.
Change it.
To
honestly,
get out and do what you want to do, that kind of thing.
Because you can get onto stuff with scooters, you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Now the bigger ones you can't because they're quite, but you can buy travel scooters, which we did.
Yeah.
It takes 30 seconds to fold them down, put them in the boot, and you're off.
So that's for people, with a disability in a wheelchair. Yeah. For anyone else in life, what would you want to say to them? What really matters if you strip away everything else, or what really matters if you're waiting to make a change, Dylan? What would you say? How would you close this out as we wrap up today?
Don't wait. Honestly, don't wait to make change.
Yeah.
Do what you can to. It can be anything. It can relate to anything. Just do what you can to get resolve that situation and make the change. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are you going to speak first, or am I?
Oh dear.
I've got a lump.
Yeah. That's what it's about. Laughter and crying.
It is what it's about, yeah.
That's it. It's about. Don't. I think the key is don't fear anything. It's everything's accessible. You can do anything. There's a bit of a price to some things. Don't worry about money. Go and do what you want.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go and spend loads of money to have quality time. Enjoy the time. Go for a coffee. Have breakfast with your mates. Go over the road and have a drink. Do whatever.
Spend time with those you love.
Just spend time.
Yeah.
You know, the 10, 15 minutes I spend with our youngest Ella doing a paper round, that's priceless.
Yeah.
She'll remember that.
Yeah, she will. She will remember that. I know, don't go again. So, you know, this has just been such an amazing conversation. Thank you so much, Dylan, for
it's been unreal.
Coming on. And, you know, we knew we'd have a ride, and we haven't gone into some of the dark, unpolitically correct places that you and I can go to. So we won't have to do too many
Very
edits.
professional.
Very professional
Very
for us
professional
today.
for us.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you so much. And for all of you listening, there's some great messages in there for all of us around. We all have the power of choice. No matter what, we can't choose what happens to us, right? But we can choose how we respond. We can choose how we show up. We can choose how we want to live our lives. And that's so important. And yeah, and like we said, you do you and do what's important
we do us
to you.
and
we do us.
Can't wait for our next breakfast.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's been great. Thank you, Jo.
Thank you.
It's always good to share a journey. It's a difficult one, but thank you very much.
And thank you, Dylan. That's been great.
Brilliant.
Thanks a lot. So Dylan, to my friend, thank you so much, not just for sharing your story, but for the way you're choosing to live it. And I think we can all agree what a totally inspirational story that Dylan shared with us today. And to anyone listening, if this conversation has made you pause, reflect, or see things, I don't know, a little differently, then it's done exactly what it's meant to do. If you'd like to hear more conversations like this, you can follow and subscribe to the Pivot for Life podcast wherever you listen. And if this episode stayed with you, please do share it. Or if you know someone it will help, please share it as well. Until next time, stay curious, stay courageous, and keep pivoting for life.